Hello students, in last class we discussed numerical problems based on de Broglie wave equation. Still some more models are there. Before going to that models, here some shortcut formulas I will discuss. Relation between wavelength, de Broglie wavelength, relation between wavelength, charge and potential difference. Relation between wavelength, charge and potential difference. We know that since lambda equal to h by square root of 2m k, so it is the relation between wavelength and kinetic energy 2m k. But according to physics concept, kinetic energy q equal to charge into potential difference applied. PD means potential difference. Potential difference applied. So charge general symbol is Q into potential difference is represented as V. V stands for potential difference. So this is kinetic energy. So this kinetic energy is up here. You will get lambda equal to h by square root of 2m. In place of kinetic energy, I have substituted Q. So this is the relation between wavelength, charge and potential difference applied. Where Q stands for charge, V stands for potential difference applied. Anyhow, M we know mass of particle. M is nothing but mass of particle. Q charge of the particle. Q is nothing but charge of the particle. V is nothing but potential difference applied. Potential difference applied. So this is the sometimes an object exam. Charge and potential difference they will give and they will ask wavelength lambda. So that formula you should remember, lambda equal to h by square root of 2m cube. Now, in case of electron, direct shortcut formula you should remember. In case of electron, wavelength lambda, wavelength of electron equal to 12.275 root v angstroms. 12.27 by root v angstroms. Otherwise, square root of 150. 150 is square root is nothing but 12.27 by v angstroms. Sometimes potential difference directly they will give and they will ask wavelength of electron. How this formula came is, we know that lambda equal to h by square root of 2m cube. Now if we are substituting mass of electron in SI system, charge of electron 1.60 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb in SI system and h value in SI system, then you will get some constant value in SI system. Again that we have to convert it into angstroms. After converting numerator part you will get 12.27. Denominator part what? Root v. So after substituting all the constant values, finally you will get 12.27 in angstroms. Denominator root v. Hence directly this formula you should remember. Time will be zero. In case of electron 12.27 by root v angstroms. Otherwise square root of 150. Square root of 150 is nothing but 12.27. Next, in case of proton, direct formulas. In case of proton, wavelength of proton equal to 0.286. 0.286 by denominator root v. Sometimes directly potential difference of proton they will give and they will ask wavelength. So angstroms 0.286 by square root of v angstroms. In case of alpha particles, derivation of derivation of Bose postulate, derivation of Bose postulate, derivation of Bose postulate of angular momentum of electron, angular derivation of Bose postulate of angular momentum of electron from de Broglie's theory, from de Broglie's theory, from de Broglie's theory. So according to both scientists, around the nucleus in an atom, electron revolves in a circular path. According to Bohr's theory, electron around the nucleus revolves in a circular path, so-called orbits. According to de Broglie, around the nucleus, electrons not only travels in the form of particles, electrons not only travels in the form of particles, but also travels in the form of waves. Because de Broglie explained dual nature of electron. So according to de Broglie, according to de Broglie, electron around the nucleus, electron around the nucleus revolves. So according to de Broglie, electron around the nucleus revolves in the form of particles as well as waves. Why? Dual nature. Dual nature. So according to de Broglie, electron around the nucleus not only revolves in the form of particles. So this is the nucleus. According to de Broglie, around the nucleus electrons revolves in the form of particles as well as in the form of waves. Like this, in the form of waves. Whenever electron revolves around the nucleus in the form of waves, the circumference of the orbit must be an integral multiple of wavelength. Then it is said to be in phase. Whenever electron revolves around the nucleus in the form of waves, when an electron revolves in the form of waves, the circumference of an orbit, the circumference of an orbit, the circumference of an orbit is an integral, and the circumference of an orbit is an integral multiple of wavelength. So circumference of orbit is an integral multiple of wavelength. Orbit is nothing but circular path. Orbit is nothing but circular path. For circle, circumference form the 2 pi r. So therefore, circumference of an orbit is an integral multiple of wavelength. Therefore, circumference of an orbit is circular path. Circle circumference 2 pi r. An orbit 2 pi r is an integral multiple. N stands for integer. An integral multiple of wavelength, where n is an integer like 1, 2, 3 and so on. So whenever electron revolves around the nucleus in the form of waves, circumference is an integral multiple of wavelength, then it is said to be in phase. In phase. For understanding purpose, I am considering this condition is called in phase. In phase means so both ends meet together. So there is a sequence of crest and trough, and both ends of the wave should meet with each other. That condition is called in phase. When, according to de Broglie, when an electron revolves around the nucleus in the form of waves, that is in phase condition. In the in phase condition, circumference But according to de Broglie, wavelength formula lambda equal to h by m. Therefore, h by m. Therefore, cross multiplication. MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. So this is the Bohr's postulate. So cross multiplication, since lambda equal to h by mv, therefore cross multiplication MVR equal to 2 pi comes this side. So MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. Therefore angular momentum of an electron is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. This is the postulate of Bohr's model of angular momentum. Bohr's model of angular momentum. So according to Bohr's theory, angular momentum of an electron is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So this is the derivation of Bohr's postulate from de Broglie-Wavy equation. Next, some important formulae to be remembered. Here are some important formulas I will do. Some important formulae to be remembered. First, basic formula now only we taught. Circumference of an orbit. Circumference of an orbit. So circumference formula 2 pi r. Circumference of an orbit is an integral multiple of wavelength lambda. Second one, wavelength of an electron. Wavelength of an electron in nth orbit. In nth orbit. Sometimes calculate the wavelength of electron in third orbit, fourth orbit, like that we will ask. Wavelength of electron in nth orbit. Since we know that circumference 2 pi r equal to n lambda, but they are asking wavelength of electron. Therefore, wavelength of electron equal to cross multiplication 2 pi r by n. 2 pi r by n. Now, 2 pi into radius of electron in nth orbit. In the beginning, we studied the shortcut formulas. 0.53 into n square by z. Then you know here denominator what? N is there. N and x cancel. So 2 into pi value 3.14 into 0.5. So if you are calculating these values, you will get 3.33. So this formula is in terms of angstroms. 0.53 into n square by z angstroms. So if you will multiply this value, you will get 3.33 into numerator part what there n, denominator part z angstroms. So this formula very important. Wavelength of an electron in nth orbit, final formula should remember. So leave this explanation, at least this final formula should remember. Wavelength of an electron in nth orbit, shortcut formula 3.33 into n by z. Sometimes they will ask calculate the wavelength of second orbit of He plus ion. Second orbit n value to He plus atomic number. Otherwise calculate the wavelength of fourth orbit of hydrogen atom. So fourth orbit n value 4, hydrogen atom z value 1. 3.33 into n by z. Next, third one, number of waves made by an electron. Number of waves made by an electron in nth orbit. So sometimes how many waves can be accommodated in fourth orbit, third orbit, like that they will ask. Last in a shortcut formula will come, that we should remember. Number of waves made by an electron in nth orbit. Here shortcut formula, number of waves. So number of waves formula, circumference of orbit. Circumference of orbit. Number of waves are nothing but circumference of orbit. Circumference is nothing but 2 de Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength. Nothing but lambda. How it came is 2 pi r equal to n lambda. Therefore, number of waves can be equal to 2 pi r by lambda. So n equal to 2 pi r by lambda. 2 pi r is nothing but circumference of orbit. Lambda is nothing but de Broglie wavelength. So lastly, one shortcut formula will come that we should remember. Circumference 2 pi r by circumference 2 pi r by de Broglie wavelength. So de Broglie wavelength what? H by m. Since de Broglie wavelength lambda equal to h by m. So m equals to numerator part 2 pi r into mv by h. So it can be rewrite as 2 pi into mvr by h. That equal to 2 pi into, now only we talk. According to Bohr's postulate, angular momentum of an electron mvr formula what? Mvr equal to nh by 2 pi. Therefore, in place of mvr, we have to substitute nh by 2 pi. Anyhow, denominator h is there. Therefore, h gets cancelled. 2 pi gets cancelled. Lastly, what left? N left. Therefore, number of waves made by an electron directly equal to orbit number. N stands for orbit number. Therefore, directly you should remember that number of waves made by an electron in nth orbit equal to n. N stands for, directly you should remember this formula. Number of waves made by an electron in nth orbit equal to n. N stands for orbit number. N stands for orbit number. Just for understanding purpose here I am writing number of waves can be accommodated in second orbit. Number of waves can be accommodated in second orbit. Our shortcut formula what? Number of waves can accommodate equal to n. N stands for orbit number. Therefore, 2 waves. In second orbit, 2 waves can accommodate. Similarly, number of waves can accommodate in fourth orbit. So our shortcut formula, number of waves can accommodate equal to n. Here n stands for orbit number. Which orbit? Fourth orbit. Next, orbital frequency. So actually derivation is there. Here directly should remember the formula. You know derivation not in chemistry, it comes in physics. Orbital frequency is 6.62 into 10 power 15 into z square by n cube. So directly should remember the formula. According to derivation only, this formula will come directly. You should remember. Just like radius energy, you should remember this formula. Orbital frequency 6.62 into 10 power 15 into z square by n cube. Next, time period of revolution. Time period of revolution. So we know the time period is nothing but 1 by frequency or 1 by orbital frequency. 1 by frequency. Time period is nothing but 1 by frequency. 1 by frequency value of 6.62 into 10 power 15 into z square by n cube. So if you will simplify this value 1 by 6.62 into 10 power 15, you will get 1.5 into 10 power minus 16. So 1 by 6.62 into 10 power 15, if you will simplify, you will get 1.5 into 10 power minus 16 into n cube goes to numerator part, n cube by z square. So this is time period formula. So sometimes they will give calculate the time period of second orbit of helium plus ion wave. Then apply this formula. Sometimes they will ask frequency. So frequency and time period reciprocal. Here problems. Calculate de Broglie wavelength. Calculate de Broglie wavelength of electron have kinetic energy 3 electron volts. So here electron volt is nothing but potential difference V. Directly V they given. Since potential difference 3 electron volts, we know that wavelength of electron, whenever we value given our shortcut formula 12.27 by square root of V angstroms, otherwise square root of 150 by V angstroms, that equal to 12.27 by potential difference how much? Square root of 3 angstroms. 12.27 by square root of 3, 1.732. After that, if you are calculating, you will get 7.084 angstroms. 7.084 angstroms. If they are asking in meters, 7.084 into 10 power minus 10 meters. Next, second one, calculate the de Broglie wavelength. Calculate the de Broglie wavelength of an electron. Calculate the de Broglie wavelength of an electron that has been accelerated from rest through a potential difference of 1 kilovolt. So here electron, again wavelength of electron they are asking. Whenever potential differences are given, we are having different formulas for electron, proton and alpha particle. Since potential difference is equal to 1 kilovolt, generally potential difference units are volts or electron volts. 1 kilovolt equal to 1000 volts or 1000 electron volts. Both are same. 1 kilovolt equal to 1000 volts. Nothing but 1000 electron volts. Therefore, wavelength of electron shortcut formula 12.27 divided by root V, units are angstroms. That equal to 12.27 by root 1000. So 12.27 by root 1000 value 13.62. After that, you have to simplify, you will get 0.388 angstroms. If they are asking in meters, 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. 0.388 into 10 power minus 10 meters. That equal to 3.88 into 10 power minus 11 meters. 3.88 into 10 power minus 11 meters. Next, third one, arrange the de Broglie wavelengths. Arrange the de Broglie's wavelengths of H2 CO2 and SO2 molecules. SO2 molecules. SO2 molecules. If all are moving with lambda equal to what formula? H by m. According to given data, all travels with same speed. V constant. Anyhow, H also constant according to given data. Therefore, lambda inversely proportional to mass. Lambda inversely proportional to mass. Here, mass means we are considering molecular weight. Whenever molecules are given, we are considering molecular mass. Hydrogen molecular mass is 2 grams. CO2 molecular mass is 44 grams. Because carbon 12, oxygen 32. 12 plus 32, 44. SO2 molecular mass 64 grams. Sulfur 32. O2 32. 32, 64. Therefore, wavelength inversely proportional to mass. Whenever less mass is there, more wavelength. Therefore, wavelength of hydrogen is more than that of wavelength of CO2, which is more than that of wavelength of SO2. SO2 high molecular mass, hence less wavelength. Next, fourth one, number of waves can accommodate a third orbit r dash. What is our shortcut formula? Number of waves can accommodate formula. Number of waves can accommodate. Our shortcut formula equal to n. N stands for orbit number. Here which orbit is in third orbit? Therefore in third orbit 3 waves can accommodate. In fourth orbit 4 waves can accommodate. Therefore 3 waves can accommodate. Next, last one. Calculate the wavelength of electron. Calculate the wavelength of electron in second orbit of He plus ion in angstrom units. They are asking wavelength of electron in second orbit of He plus ion. Our shortcut formula what? Wavelength of electron shortcut formula 3.33 into n by z angstrom. So apply this formula. So very important. So wavelength of electron formula 3.33 into n by z angstroms. 3.33 into n orbit number. Which orbit? Second orbit by z. For helium plus atomic number is what? 2. Therefore 2 gets cancelled. 3.33 angstroms. 3.33 angstroms. So you should remember that formula. 3.33 into n by z angstroms. So these are the numerical problems based on de Broglie wave equation. Next concept is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Easy concept. Next one, Heisenberg's uncertainty. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So what is the statement? So statement, easy statement. So Heisenberg's uncertainty principle means it is impossible to determine the exact position as well as momentum or velocity of a moving subatomic particles like electron accurately and